Hi everyone, FlyOver here and welcome to the second video of our tutorial about Garmin G1000 NXi. And today in this tutorial we're gonna make a route. We're gonna enter the route in the GPS and that will be all. And in the next video then we're gonna fly that route and show you exactly how it works in practice. So let me just bring first one tool. Let's actually say like this. You need a route. Where you can get a route? Okay, you can get a route from several sources. You can go to the link I will leave down in description, Route Finder. You can enter your ICAO codes of the airports and your flight level and you will get your route. You can go to SimBrief for the users who have SimBrief account. If you have SimBrief account, you can just go there and you can create your flight plan and it will give you route, because SimBrief have really database of a lot of different routes, so you can choose actually whatever you want to fly. If you don't have either one, you can go to VATSIM or IVAO. This is online flight communities, and they also have database of huge database of different realistic routes that you can just take and use for your flight in the flight simulator. But today, for the sake of tutorial, I'm going to use a route finder, and it's the link here, rfinder.asalink.net/free. You have paid version of course, but this free version just work amazing, so you don't have to worry. And what we need to do is we need to enter our departure, our destination, and only our en route altitude. That's all. So let's enter. We are now at airport Split in Croatia, so let's enter Lima Delta Sierra Papa, and also our destination will be Lima Delta Zulu Alpha. That is airport Zagreb in Croatia. Also, that is short flight which I choose because it has everything we need actually to show you a good tutorial for the GPS flight. Now we need to enter our altitude. If you go on higher altitude like 30,000 feet, flight level 300 and more, actually everything above flight level 180, actually you won't get any airways, because that is actually not that new. There is already few years actually in use that all higher airways are not existing anymore in Europe, in the part of the Europe. But if you fly on the lower altitude below flight level 180, actually you have still Victor Airways for the use in your flight plan. We're gonna fly at flight level 120, so I'm gonna enter 100 to, let's say, 140, and just press find route. You don't have to touch anything else, just press find route, whatever, and you get your route. So it will tell you exactly coordinates and distance and what track and everything, and it will give you your route here. So you just practically take that, copy and paste wherever you want, and you have your route. Okay, so now I am using Navigraph Charts. Navigraph Charts are a little bit expensive, so let's say we have our route now here. Navigraph Charts, you need to have subscription. If you have, great. I'm gonna show you how to use it, and later after that I'm gonna create route in the free program called Little Navmap, which is actually accessible to everyone. So if you don't have Navigraph subscription, you can freely skip this part of the video now, because it's not relevant to you, you can skip until the little Navmap route creation which I'm gonna do after. But let's first jump into the Navigraph, and you can see I already create the route. I already paste the route here, and we have our starting airport, and then we have SIRMI. Let me bring this one. Okay, so you can compare here. We have Split Airport, then we have our standard instrument departure, which we don't know yet because we don't know what runway is active yet. Then we have SIRMI here, then we have airway M725, and then that airwave going across the Monid waypoint, again airway 725, sorry, and then we end up at our last waypoint RUDIK, and after that we have our standard arrival, which also we don't know yet because we don't know what runway is in use. So when we have our route entered here, let me just lower down this. Now we can see first what runway is in use. At this moment, let's say that runway 23 is in use in Split because we are standing at the moment at runway 23. So let's use runway 23, but otherwise you're gonna see that from your meteorological report. I have weather off for the purpose of this tutorial now, so it's actually totally whatever what runway I use, but I'm gonna use runway 23 because we already standing on it. And now we need our departure. So about departure, we have many choices here. Runway 23 to SIRMI, so we have here a few choices from runway 23, from runway look, many choices. How we know how to choose departure? Well, it's easy. We're gonna bring the chart here. Let me bring the chart for departure. I will put this chart on the route so you can see. So this is our chart, and this is all departures actually for the runway 23. Not all of them, but what this chart present. This is actually REMPI, SIRMI, UNIPA departure. So we have SIRMI in our waypoint, so that's why I choose this one, because have SIRMI departure. Logical, right? And now we see we are here and we are flying in this direction when we take off, so we will need this this departure, and then we need to go to SIRMI, so it's logical that we're gonna use SIRMI to Echo departure, right? So let's put here SIRMI to Echo departure. Just enter into our flight plan. Now we have our departure, and we can also set up our arrivals already. Let me just remove the, and this is our flight plan now with our departure. This pinky line is our departure. This is our route, but this dotted line, it tell you that is direct. We don't have our arrival set yet. So actually only this part is our route. So let's set up our arrival. We know that we gonna, because wind is that and that, we know we gonna go at runway, well, let me see. Okay, we're gonna land on runway 04 at Zagreb, so let's choose our arrival. Let's see, we have RUDIK. We have RUDIK, our last waypoint, right? It's RUDIK. So after RUDIK we need our arrival. So let's see, we have many arrivals here. We have RUDIK 2 Yankee, RUDIK 2 Zulu, RUDIK 3 Bravo, RUDIK 6 Alpha. We can see them, we can check on them, all of them. If you click, it will show you, okay, this one is for runway 23. It's not 22 actually, it's not for us. Okay, let's see other one, RUDIK 3 Bravo. This one is also not for us. Okay, let's see RUDIK 2 Zulu. Okay, this might be, or let's check RUDIK 6 Alpha, and I like this one, for example. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. So we're gonna use a RUDIK 6 Alpha arrival. I will show you later why. Now we need our approach. So we are going to land on runway 04, on ILS runway 04. So we have here ILS, we have here ILS with transition. And I know if you open this chart here, you can see that our RUDIK waypoint is here, and this is our arrival, and it ends at Papa India Sierra NDB, and after that we have dotted line to the airport. So that means we are missing something. We are missing our approach. So this is arrival and this is approach. How you gonna approach to the, this is how you're gonna arrive to the airport, and this is how you're gonna approach to the airport, to the runway. Okay, so we know that it's ending at Papa India Sierra, and if we look here, we can choose ILS runway 04, but we having here already offered ILS runway 04 with transition Papa India Sierra, so we're gonna choose that one, and see, it will enter our transition and line up us with the runway. So that is our flight plan. Very simple, very easy. And also if I choose this chart, you can see that is exactly aligned from Papa India Sierra to this waypoint, and then align with the glide slope and straight to the runway. That is how you choose your standard instrument departure and standard instrument arrival. There is another way, and I'm going to show you. If you are not Navigraph subscriber, and you can download free program that is called Little Navmap. Little Navmap, and it's amazing program actually. It is so good. It has whole world, and it will scan your database in your flight simulator, and it will show you all airports that you have installed in your flight simulator. And also if you zoom in, you can also see the parking points and taxiways and everything whatever you need. But also it will show you weather information. So if we click and say show information for airport Split, it will read the weather and it will tell you, okay, runway 05 is now in use because you have 4 knots of headwind and 1 knot of crosswind. Of course, it doesn't matter for us at this moment because I have weather turned off in the simulator. But if you're flying with the real weather, you can always refer to that. So it is even better than Navigraph in certain things. I mean, you must have Navigraph charts. They are very important, and you will later see why. But if you just don't have Navigraph subscription, you can use this program for everything you need for your flight, because it really have everything. Okay, so let's create flight plan here. If you remember, I bring this one back. We copy paste this one. So let's copy, and now we can put it down. So let's go new flight plan from route description, and now we can paste here. We can delete our departure and arrival and leave only route with the airport. You can see now we delete that and we leave only our route with airports. And now you just click read route description, and it will tell you, okay, SIRMI Monid RUDIK, same like this one. Remember, SIRMI, Monit, RUDIK. Exactly same. So let's say create flight plan, and it will create you a flight plan here, and it will show you, okay, this is SIRMI, this is Monit, this is RUDIK, this is your airport, and even tells you, okay, this is your top of climb, this is your top of descent if you want to be on airport. And it will also tell you what is your minimum safe altitude here. So actually our minimum safe altitude is 6,000 feet. This is that red line, but we're gonna fly at 12,000 feet, and you can see it will tell you. But that's not all. Watch now. Watch now what this super small powerful program can do. I know I promise you tutorial about Garmin G1000, but this is part of it. I'm gonna show you everything. Okay, let's right click and let's say show departure procedures. And now it will show you all departures for Split Airport. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see SIRMI waypoint here. And let's pick up our runway 23. And now what we choose there, SIRMI what? It was SIRMI to Echo, right? Okay, let's see. Here we have SIRMI 1 Victor. We can see, okay, it looks like that. We have SIRMI to Echo. It looks like that. Okay, so you choose, okay, we want a SIRMI to Echo. Right click, insert SID 23 SIRMI to Echo into flight plan. Click, and we have it. Look, you have your flight plan, right? You have already your departure. Now let's go to our destination airport, and let's say show arrival procedures, and we already know that we are landing on runway 04, so we're gonna choose runway 04 here, and we have RUDIK 6 Alpha arrival, right? But we have others. Look, this is RUDIK 2 Zulu, RUDIK 6 Alpha. Let's say insert, and it gonna insert. It will bring me here because my airplane is here, and also it's gonna put yellow line here straight to the airport because we don't have anything else. Let's choose our approach. Let's say approach ILS 04, insert approach, and if we go back, now we have our transition here to the airport. So this is our flight plan, see, and even tells you actually that you need to be at 3,000 feet on this waypoint. Here it tells you you need to be at, you will be already on glide slope, right? It tells you everything. Also here you have certain restriction. That means after you take off you need to be here at 2,000 feet, and here at 4,000 feet, and here already at 10,500 feet at SIRMI. So actually this is amazing flight plan. And now when we have all of that, let's go and put that flight plan into our Garmin. So how are we gonna do it? Let's go here and let's go to the flight plan, and let's go here. Yes, if you go to the flight plan and if you don't have this blue thing, you just click on the button in the middle and it will show you that blue thing, and we're going to this line below, and then we just turn here one button one time, and it will show you actually letters, so we can actually choose the letters and write. But you don't have to write. You can click this small icon here, and when it become blue you can actually type video keyboard inside of Garmin. That is amazing. So we have our origin, which is airport Split. We press enter. A runway, we're gonna choose runway 23, enter, and enter again, and it's going to enter Lima Delta Sierra Papa runway 23. Now we need our destination. Our destination is airport Zagreb. So again, just press this small icon and type Lima Delta Zulu Alpha and press enter and choose your runway with the smaller knob. We choose runway 04, press enter and enter again, and we have already we have route from to airport directly. Now we need to enter our route. So how are we gonna do it? We know that our first waypoint is SIRMI. Remember, we have SIRMI, and then we have airway M725, and then we have RUDIK. So let's enter SIRMI here. How are we gonna do? Again, we start to type. We press this icon, enter SIRMI, and it will tell you, okay, SIRMI, in Croatia, that's the one. If have duplicate SIRMI, you will press enter and it will show you the list of duplicates, and then you choose the right one. But in this case, there is only one SIRMI, so just enter. And now we need to enter our airway, because after SIRMI we have airway M725. So how are we gonna enter airway? We're gonna press menu and click load airway and press enter. Now we need to choose our airway. So let's choose. From SIRMI we have only one airway, and that is 725. So let's press enter. And now exit. Let's choose the smaller knob, and now you have here many waypoints where you can exit the airway. But what we need is RUDIK. RUDIK will be down here. RUDIK, okay. We choose RUDIK, press enter, and it will show you SIRMI, monitor RUDIK. That will be our airway, and we say yes. So we just go down to load and say enter, and our flight plan is completed. So this is our route actually, from the airport to SIRMI, from SIRMI on airway to Monid to RUDIK, and from RUDIK to the airport. Now we need to enter our departure and arrival. So you click on procedures, and let's say select departure, enter. And now we need to select our departure. Our departure, we said, is SIRMI to Echo, right? So let's go down. It will show you here, see? It will show you here what is, how it looks like, each of them. So you will know exactly what are you putting in your flight plan, no worries. So we need SIRMI to Echo. And SIRMI to Echo is this one. It doesn't go all the way to SIRMI, because if you remember here, it tells you here, see, it tells you it will bring you to Zadar waypoint, and after that you need to fly manual. You need to fly manual to your SIRMI. That is how this departure is. If we choose some other, if we choose, for example, let's see, maybe we have one better. Let's choose. How is SIRMI 8 Delta? Okay, that one is going all the way to SIRMI. What about SIRMI 1 Whiskey? That one is go all the way around. Okay, let's choose SIRMI 8 Delta. Huh? Is this better? Yes. You can choose that one, no problem. You can choose any anything you like. If our flight plan says SIRMI to Echo, I'm going to choose SIRMI to Echo. So let's choose, and see, it say manual sequence heading 319. So this one we need to fly manual to our. Usually if you have ATC, they will give you vectors, or they will tell you direct or something, but I will show you that. That's why I choose this one, so I'm gonna show you. Okay, now this is our departure. So we're gonna scroll down and say load. And we have our departure setup. So if we turn this off and if we zoom out a bit, you will see that we have our departure set. Now, of course, if you go to the flight plan, you will see that we are flying to that waypoint, and after that we have heading. But what we gonna do after we take off, we gonna take direct to SIRMI, and I will show you. That will be good example of how to use direct buttons. That's why I choose this one. Okay, so now we have our departure. We can choose our arrival. Let's choose our arrival. Enter. And our arrival will be RUDIK 6 Alpha, remember? RUDIK 6 Alpha. So let's find RUDIK 6 Alpha. That's the one, right? Enter. And it will bring us to our destination through the series of waypoints. Yes, okay. You can check that always. Enter. And it is here. And now we can also choose our approach immediately. So we know we're gonna choose ILS 04. So we can just enter ILS 04 and through peace. Remember? Transition. Papa India Sierra. Enter. And that's it. Now we have our approach. Now you can set up your minimums. And now come to the part where your charts are important. Because if you see the chart for ILS 04, then you need to know that we have certain minimums here, and we need to know what our minimums are. So we can look here and we can see, okay, we are landing on ILS and our decision altitude or our minimums will be 553 baro. If we want radio, it's gonna be 200, but we cannot enter radio yet in the GPS, so you can use only baro minimums. So this big number 553 is what we need, and we're gonna choose minimums baro. See, baro, and then we go here, and then we're gonna scroll to 553. Actually, the closest number to 553, so 55, right? Okay. Now we're gonna scroll down. This is our sequence. Okay. Be careful not to activate here this approach. So you just load it. So just press enter on load and load it. And it will tell you not approved for GPS. Of course, this is just standard warning, which you say yes. And good. Okay. Now we have our flight plan complete. So let's just check on it. If you want to see your flight plan, you can also go here, and if you go up on the beginning, it will show you your airport, and then you go down, it will scroll through the waypoint and it will show you on the map. So here we need to fly manually, remember, and then we go SIRMI, we have en route, we have Monid, we have RUDIK, and this is already our arrival, RUDIK. And you can see here that we have certain restrictions. So what they say actually, they say that we must be, for example, this blue one, it tells you that you must be at 3000 feet at Papa India Sierra. And you must be, because 3000 feet is intercept for the ILS. If you can see, this is ILS beginning at 3000 feet. So you need to be at 3000 feet on Papa India Sierra. And I'm going to show you when we're flying actually how it works. But you can check your flight plan and everything is good. So this is it. This is how you set up your flight plan. Now only what we need to do is set up our altitude of 12,000 feet or flight level 120. We're gonna set up our QNH, which is already set. We have our minimums. Remember, we set them here. Also, you can set them here, but we already set them there. So they are here, and this message is just about Python heat. You can just turn on Python heat and this message will disappear. And also, if you click on the flight plan here, after we take off, you're gonna see that it will bring our top of descent for us later. After we take off, we're gonna have top of descent here, so you will see how it work. Actually, it will exactly tell you where you need to descend, and it will actually descend for you. The GPS is amazing. It's going to actually do everything for you. You can just monitor that everything is going well and according to the plan. So thank you very much for watching this video. In the next video, we're gonna fly this flight, and we're gonna do it. Well, I won't hold you. It's gonna be a long flight. I don't wanna hold you like 2 hours of flight here, but I will show you all crucial phases of flight and what I'm doing with GPS and how I'm setting up and everything. So we're gonna do in the next video complete full flight with the exactly same plan as we create now. Thank you very much for watching again, and see you in the next video.